Israel Security Institute. Israel needs to occupy Gaza to deter Hamas. According to an Israeli Security Research Institute, the repeated failure to deter Hamas makes it necessary for Israel to occupy the Gaza Strip and overthrow the Palestinian Islamic Resistance Movement. According to Sama news agency, in an article written by the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security's Israeli security expert Omer Dostri, Israel has a right to adopt a gradual approach in dealing with the various threats facing it. In his paper, Dostri states that Israel should deal with each threat separately, from the lightest to the heaviest, focusing as much as possible on the most serious threat it is facing, which is Iran's nuclear program. Dostri believes this approach requires moving first to the policy of deterring Hamas, with the aim of overthrowing its rule as a step towards the next threat. The Israeli researcher claims that in a multi-battle war, Israel is expected to fight on three main fronts: Lebanon, the Golan Heights and Gaza, while airstrikes carried out by long-range missiles or explosive devices from Iraq and Yemen provide fertile ground for Iranian military bases, through the Iraqi militias and the Houthis in Yemen, and in such a situation, Hamas may be a force multiplier for Iran's efforts to harm Israel. After overthrowing Hamas, Dostri urges that Israel should turn to strengthening its deterrence against Hezbollah in Lebanon, and then focus exclusively on the threat of Iran's military nuclear program. In order to reduce the threats against it, Dostri explains, Israel has first to eliminate Hamas, because in recent decades, it has become an important governmental force responsible for the Gaza Strip and its residents, making it vulnerable to deterrence due to its fear of losing its control.